Hey guys, Popular Boat here, and we have just declared our war on the Soviets in the Master of Puppets campaign. This list of nations involved is just hilarious. Oh, alright, we have yet to unpause, and we're going to do so now, and hopefully watch our nation plow... Oh. Okay. There's still the Soviet side joining the war. We should really assign some of our planes. I'm going to drop the speed down to speed 1 so the war can actually progress, and we will rearrange some of our junk. I'm confused why we can't use Poland's airports. China has joined the Comintern. I don't want carrier fighters getting involved. These naval bombers are a bit useless too. Okay, the planes we moved over here. Fighter from Serbia. Okay, we want close air support down here, close air support over here as well. Tactical bomber participating up here will be fine. We don't need the extra fighters. Yet to have any lag issues, pretty old AMD 8-core CPU. It's not so much that the game is poorly optimized, it's just that I'm chewing about 30% of my CPU just doing the rendering of video for streaming and recording. So it makes the rest of everything else take a while. Brazil wants to join in our war, good for them. Okay, this initial push is looking a bit average. Pink line is pushing out fine. Purple line is doing their job. And also, we're stressing the game out even further because you normally wouldn't have this many nations existing, and you normally wouldn't have all of these little puppet states having their own armies to deal with. So we're pretty much pushing the limits of what the game is supposed to be doing, or expected to be doing. And then my hardware limitations on top of that. Not having the greatest CPU. Like, I'm getting a lot of stuttering. But when you see like 50 divisions from there, 3 divisions from there, 76. There's just lots of numbers of divisions. Instead of them being concentrated to like 500 on the player's side and another 500 from the other team. Okay, Romania's getting crushed. That'll consolidate the red line. I don't want red divisions down here. Purple, you should only have that one front. Dominican People's Republic's capitulated. Alright, cool. Oh, People's Republic. Oh, right. Yeah, when Japan gets beaten, People's Republic of China takes all this shit. I think that's from an event though. Regardless, we are going to be crushing this crap. Okay, half tracks are complete. Don't really care about the rest. Let's grab better night vision fighting. Babysit our lines a bit. Make sure our fronts are working. Are we able to cross? Yes, good. Let's see. Cool. We're still justifying all our war goals. And once they start popping, we'll be declaring those wars, they'll join the common turn, and then we'll have more enemies to fight. Okay, purple group's made it into Turkey. Green is rolling around. Green, why don't you have your instructions anymore? Okay, available war goal on China. Let's declare this again. Hopefully it won't take as long to get everyone to join. But I think it will. Boom, boom, boom. I need to actually have a look because if I can grab an i7, maybe one of the overclockable i7s for this socket, then that'll probably be worth doing for a couple $100. It'd probably be more like $350, $400. Versus buying a new motherboard for $200, new CPU for $300-400, maybe new RAM for another $100. I certainly do not have the money for that at the moment. Come on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hearts of Iron is not really intended to be played this way, of having every nation puppeted and the game having to process 50 different nations coming into a fight together. Come on. Come on. At least we only have 7 or so more wars to declare. And then we should be able to puppet the rest of the world. There we go. I'm pretty sure... Well, the current problem is that the devs don't know what's causing the lag. I'm pretty sure if we were to ask the devs why does it take 2 minutes... why does it take 2 minutes for all of the nations to join a war, they would say you're not really supposed to have a game with 50 nations joining a single war. What's going on? Just got here. So, I am doing a campaign with the goal of puppeting everyone in the world, and we are just down to fighting the Soviets and China as the people who are left. Ooh. Let's adjust that line. Green line, why are you not moving? Go. Fight. We finished off the Axis. We've puppeted pretty much everyone. Everyone that's blue is a puppet. All aboard Popular's boat. We have a few nations left to go. And we just have to finish off the Comintern. Who do we actually need to capitulate? Soviet Union and China. That makes sense. We've got our garrison army with all our shitty garrisons that we don't really need anymore. All on this Chinese front, which is going to be quite amusing as they attempt to fight. What happened to our attack fleets? Go patrol this coast. Fleet 2 is in the Mediterranean. Fleet 3, West Indian Ocean. No, we're moving you. Where's Fleet? West Coast. Alright. Fleet 1. Should pretty much be covering the Scandinavian lines. Alright. We have more claims to push, but I think we'll do those between episodes because they take a long ass time for the game to process. Although we have a time limit, don't we? Yes. Right. Yeah, between the episodes we'll justify these action all these justifications. Rather than making you guys watch a few minutes of lag in an episode. Alright, our tank divisions are pushing forward on their way to Moscow. Our solid line is working its way slowly forward. Purple group's pushed into Turkey quite well. Got our justification against Australia. Good stuff. Everyone should be pushing aggressively. Green group is going through here slowly. India's got a ton of divisions themselves. 81 divisions. And our crappy garrison forces are pushing into China. Okay, all of these are getting ready in January, so when the year ticks over we'll be processing all of that. Soviets defending their border with paratroopers is kind of funny. I don't want medium tanks crossing rivers, so please don't do that. Soviets don't have enough supply for their own divisions. They also don't have enough armor, don't have enough penetration to pierce our tank divisions. We are still behind a lot on our, come on game. We're still behind on our self-propelled artillery, but we're getting there. At the rate we're going, we should be able to finish puppeting the world by the end date for the game. Let's get our divisions pushing up where they're being a bit reluctant to. Towed rocket artillery. Yeah, we still don't have the spare factories for it yet, but one day we might. Alright, Green Army, you're pushing up slowly. We still have plenty of manpower, so I don't need to worry about bumping that up just yet. We are managing to push into China, even though we have the worst. Our garrison divisions can penetrate their light tanks. Our garrison divisions are just fucking infantry. Oh, they have 27 piercing though. I'm impressed. We have 60,000 support equipment, so let's give our garrison brigades recon and... no, they don't need military police. What about artillery? Do we have enough for that? Yes, we do. Cavalry, you can have engineers and recon company as well, and support artillery. If we've got it, let's use it. Let's have a look how the war's going so far. 300,000 losses from Soviets to our 100,000. China hasn't really lost any. That's to be expected. We're probably losing a lot of men on this front with our crappy divisions. Alright, we're getting into Turkey well. Let's pause for a second and have a look what Allied battle plans are going to look like. I'm taking a screenshot of that because that highlights why it's taking so long for us to create a war. Oh, they don't actually have a whole mess, but this is amusing. They're actually pretty neat. This is the only big mess, and that's because there's a lot of nations down here. Let's turn that back off. Okay, still November. I have to keep an eye on the timing because I don't want our claims to expire. Come on. Let me move the front up. Okay, this medium tank force is pushing up very nicely. The AI is moving a lot of divisions around. Are they from Ireland or something? Yes. Ireland is on their way. Okay, Norway we have almost finished off again. Soviets actually have quite a bit of a force up in Finland. Japan, you should be retaking Japan from China. You can't even beat China when they're on your fucking island. Oh no, that's because it's a navy. Okay, that makes sense. I'll allow that. Still actually really surprised we're making any progress here. Greens are pushing along all right. It's a very long front for 24 divisions, but they do have support from India. Just need a little babysitting. Red line is growing great. Let's refresh where they think they're all moving. Let's pause for a second so I can shrink back the orange group. And Poland, will you give me these states please? Because I'm pretty sure... No, you won't give me any? Fine. Well, I guess... No, that belongs to Ukraine. They're Polish cores is why they won't give them to me. Yeah, that's fine. It looks like we're getting them in our name once we push past their stuff anyway. Okay, this pink group just needs to knock Norway out again. Come on, purple, you can go quicker than you are. Oh, we can actually expand their front. Fuck it. Let's do that all the way. They can spread out and start putting pressure on Iran. They'll do it. They'll do it over time. But that'll be alright. Our shitty little white group is still pushing in well. I think most of these would be greens too. Let's take... Garrison Brigade being that it's fine. We should have enough equipment that Garrison Brigades needing gear won't impact the rest of the army. Let's actually give them an extra infantry. Combat width of 10. Horses, you've got 8. Let's make you 10 as well. Okay, we're getting up to Russia's original borders. Turkey has capitulated. That's great. That moves our purple forces up. Ooh. Still some Soviet units here. Okay, we're into December. Gonna have to start declaring these wars at the end of the month. Philippines is slowly turning more fascist. We need them to actually be fascist before we can invite them to our faction. Otherwise they are not interested. And there isn't really a way to break or to drop a puppet for us to just fight them, force them to be fascist, and then go from there. Okay, we should move these planes up. Okay, this line is pushing along nicely. Except it's crossing the rivers. Afghanistan's capitulated. Great. Good work, guys. Good work. Let's bump up to speed 3. It might get a bit more choppy. But we'll just have to deal with that. End of the month should be about the end of the episode, and then I'll be joining everyone else to the war. The North Sea Empire. This is probably a good test of my overclocking to see how stable it is, because this is pretty much keeping my CPU at 100%, running at 4.5 gigahertz, and nothing's been crashing. We're really pushing through the Soviet lines now. Be nice if Poland would stop stealing the states. I don't want our friends to really be controlling more than they should. Union of Greece. It shouldn't really matter, but any land that they're holding will become war score for them in the peace conference. Alright, 13th of December. We've got all our war goals to call. We're starting to run out of manpower. We still have over 1 million, so I'm not too concerned. But it is time for me to put a break in here. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. Like, subscribe, check out the links below the video, and I will see you in the next episode. Between episodes, I'm going to be triggering the rest of these wars, and yeah, so you guys watching the videos will not have to tediously click through a couple minutes while that all happens. But yeah, see you in the next episode.